On today's show, we're going to explore some pretty incredible TikTok updates, including an AI tool that could change content creation forever. And it's available now. I think was the part that shocked me both. I thought, okay, yeah, I know this is where AI is going, but it's available now. Also, some potentially strong AI enhanced tools for ad campaigns on TikTok, and a cool new sharing tool that we can use to increase the reach of our existing content, which I always love to hear about. My name is Jerry Potter, host of the social media marketing talk show from Social Media Examiner, where we break down the latest social media news and what it means for marketers like you. So, first, TikTok has rolled out a new preview feature. If you are concerned about the way your, I don't know, on Instagram, we call it the grid. Do we call it that on TikTok? The way that your profile looks, the top videos that show up underneath your profile, they've rolled out a new preview feature that gives us a way to see how the post will look in comparison to all of the other content on our profile. So the way this will look, and I already have access to it, hopefully you do too, when you select a thumbnail or upload a custom one for a video you're uploading, you should now see a preview button underneath the thumbnail. When you click on that, it'll show how the post thumbnail will appear on your profile. Okay. Now, this is one of those things. I know some people won't care, but for other people, it's like everything. Sometimes it's the little things, which is nice. All right, Lemonade and TikTok. In case you're not familiar, Lemonade and TikTok are both owned by the same company, and they announced that TikTok users can now directly access the Lemonade app with their TikTok account for photo sharing. If you're not familiar with Lemonade, we have talked about it briefly before. It's a photo sharing app. It's all lifestyle based, and again, owned by the same company. So it'll be interesting to see where this will go, since TikTok also has their TikTok Notes photo sharing app. So I'm wondering if eventually it'll all kind of be merged, or if there'll be a benefit to, if TikTok can grow the Lemonade brand without necessarily having to put TikTok's name on it. So, all right, lots of other updates coming up, including some really amazing AI stuff. Lots of stuff changing all the time, right? That's why we do this show. How are you navigating the constantly changing social media landscape? If you ever find it overwhelming by the constant platform changes, wishing there was a way to know what's next, you're definitely not alone. And we'd like to invite you to attend Social Media Marketing World, help you stay on top of the latest trends, tactics, updates in social media. Steve Chalk was a recent attendee. He said, "This conference informs me on what's on the horizon, what I need to keep my eyes on from a web, video, and social media standpoint." Visit socialmediamarketing.world to get your all-access ticket today. Again, go to socialmediamarketing.world and lock in your plans for 2025. All right, some ad updates in the TikTok world. First of all, if you're looking to get better at TikTok ads, or maybe you do organic, but you want to learn about ads, they just added new and refreshed lessons to their TikTok Academy. So always worth checking that out, seeing what is coming straight from TikTok about how to do things. You can see that at tiktokacademy.com. TikTok is also joining other paid ad platforms by adding AI-driven automation to make campaigns better. Now, on our Facebook and Instagram episodes recently, we talked about this, where Meta just keeps adding these more automations and sometimes not even telling you need to opt out of them, which is frustrating. So we always like to look at these with with a little bit of a skepticism. However, we all know that AI has made these algorithms so much much smarter on the paid side. So TikTok's is called Smart Plus. And Smart Plus automates ad campaigns by optimizing the targeting, the bidding, and the ad creative. And it includes different campaign types across 3 objectives, okay? So 3 ways to use this right now. One is what they're calling Smart Plus web campaigns, which are basically to drive traffic for more sales on the advertiser's website. That also includes the Smart Plus catalog ads, which are designed to automatically deliver relevant product recommendations to people based on their interests, intent, and actions. So this is massive. If you sell multiple types of products, then this can go through and basically show the products that somebody is most likely to be interested in, or the campaigns based on those products. So that's huge, assuming that it works. Smart Plus app campaigns, which are, not surprisingly, designed to drive app installs and conversions. And then the third type is Smart Plus lead generation campaigns, which, quote, turns leaned in audiences into high value customers utilizing our next gen lead gen solutions. I actually always have liked the phrase leaned in, or a leaned in audience, because it really is, we actually do that, right? You ever lean in a little bit closer to your phone, like, wait, what am I looking at here? Even though we can see it perfectly fine. So that is the Smart Plus campaigns. TikTok is, or automations. TikTok is also doing more to reach people in physical locations. So this is interesting to see. And I feel like we've seen some of this out there already. I've certainly seen TikTok videos being shown on TVs in restaurants and other places like that. But now they're setting it up so brands can take their TikTok campaigns and put it in real places. Basically, you can take any existing campaign and then show it on video billboards, like in Times Square or other places like that, in movie theaters, or literally anywhere else with a screen. It sounds like is where they're evolving it toward. So they listed things like bars, restaurants, airports, gas stations, and retail stores. I can see this being especially powerful for geo-targeting, where you can literally reach people standing in a specific location. One of the things with watching something on your phone, even though depending on how the privacy is locked down, even though we can geo-target really well right now on smartphones, when you can do it publicly like this, it can be a really shared experience. If you've ever been in Times Square or someplace with big video billboards and people are gathered around watching the same thing, that could really elevate things to a whole new level, I think, and especially for brands that are looking to geo-target based on exactly people being in the exact right place to sell them the thing that they want to sell them. All right, TikTok is now offering conversion lift studies to businesses. A lot of people consider this the gold standard in measurement. That's what TikTok called it. But this is going to be able to help you identify which conversions are directly driven by TikTok ads. And obviously for marketers, this allows us to make confident data-driven decisions about the marketing mix and budget allocation and all of that. All right, another update for advertisers. TikTok announced they're integrating with a bunch more privacy-enhancing technologies, including AWS clean rooms and several others, meaning if you use one of these third-party platforms, you'll be able to get insights using your first-party data while still maintaining privacy. So again, when it comes to privacy, which I'm all for, but still being able to track our ad campaigns, the technology keeps getting better and better. And I think some of us that have been in marketing for a long time, we talked about this a bit when Apple first, locked down everything on the iPhone and changed it from, you can track people with iPhones to putting this scary message up where it's like, you don't want them to track you, track you, do you? And, all of that went away. And we knew over time technology would keep getting better to give us new tools as marketers while still respecting people's privacy. I don't know if this is true for you. Me as a marketer, I always say, yep, allow the app to track. I want to know when I'm being retargeted. I want to know what people are doing. I want to know what campaigns they're running. I want to know all of that stuff. And another partnership, TikTok is partnering with the company InMarket for full funnel customer journey measurement. So just quick mention for that. If you happen to use InMarket, it will now work directly with TikTok. All right, let's talk about AI video. So I think it was on last week's show or maybe the week before, we talked about Meta unrolling their Meta Movie Gen. And it's really unreal what they've demonstrated with this, where not only can you type in a prompt and have it create videos, but you can also have a video and type in a prompt and have it change the video. And the coolest thing from Meta Movie Gen was you could upload a photo of yourself and then have it make a video of you doing something that looked really realistic. The only problem with Meta Movie Gen is it is not available to us. There was no announcement date. They said they're working with movie studios. Like, it almost seemed to be this thing separate from marketers. So the day and age of us being able to just literally type up what we want a Facebook reel or an Instagram reel to look like and it'll generate it, doesn't seem like we're quite there yet. Which is why I was surprised when reading about TikTok's Symphony Creative Studio, which is their AI-powered tool that helps marketers create TikTok-ready videos really quickly. The surprising part was this is available now. So it's not quite what Meta Movie Gen showed off, but Here are some of the things that this will do. First of all, it can generate videos from product information. So literally you can put in your URL of a product and it will generate a video from that. You can add digital avatars. You can have them speaking multiple languages. You can upload a video of somebody that actually works for your brand and then have it translated into multiple languages. You can create variations of existing content, all of these different things. And the idea here is to address the challenge of maintaining fresh creative content. Anyone who runs long-term campaigns knows that over time, the campaigns get stale, right? The frequency gets way too high. And TikTok says that maintaining fresh creative content can increase the return on ad spend by 1.5 times when you do it every single week, which again is hard to do depending on your setup. But with this, it all gets much, much easier. It also includes a feature that they call auto-generated daily video suggestions and built-in commercial use assets from Getty Images. So again, there is really high quality assets that are included with this as long as you're using them for TikTok ad campaigns. Everything generated by AI will be labeled as AI generated for transparency. So that's just something to keep in mind. But again, Symphony Creative Studio is now available to all logged in TikTok for Business users. So it should be available there for you to play with right now. And an update to help us increase the reach of our existing content. Now, this one I didn't have yet when I looked right before we did the show today, but they're unrolling a new Share to TikTok feature that integrates with Apple and Spotify. And this applies to podcasts, audiobooks, and music. Now, I know for most of us, we're not selling audiobooks or music, but podcasts are great marketing content. And now people can go through and basically be, looking at or listening to a podcast or watching one on Apple Music or Apple Podcast or in Spotify, and then literally share it directly to TikTok, to the stories feed or to the For You page. You can share, playlists, tracks, albums, basically anything that's there. And you can do it with the green screen feature or photo mode. Now, previously, a lot of people got around this by taking a screenshot of it and then doing the green screen mode and standing in front of it. But now it will actually link back to the original content. One of the hardest things with promoting something like a podcast, especially in a short form video feed, is like, I'm doing this right now. I'm not going to go listen to your podcast. But if we remove that friction where somebody can jump right to it, that's massive. DMs via TikTok messages. You can also do it that way to share your favorite content. And so as brands, I could see how we could encourage our audiences to share things this way, or literally do it ourselves and share it this way. So if you do have a podcast as part of your marketing mix, rather than having to just, share a clip or, make a video and hope people will then go watch it, literally you'd be able to do it and link directly to the piece of content in Apple Podcasts or Spotify. So massive. Next thing would be if we could actually do it so that it went depending on what device they had and what apps they had on their phone. We're not quite there yet. All right, quick reminder, learn more about an all-access ticket to Social Media Marketing World. It is coming up. Go to socialmediamarketing.world. Again, socialmediamarketing.world. And if you want to add a podcast to your listening lineup in addition to this one, we have one for you to check out. Go check out the Social Media Marketing Podcast. Until next time, may you be wise with your marketing decisions. Thanks, everyone.